Hello! Welcome back to my channel. It is week 3 of my 30 Days of Play challenge. I created the 30 Days of Play challenge for people who are on the verge of burnout, or maybe they just want to tap back into their creativity, but maybe they feel like they don't have time or don't know where to get started. So I created a challenge that had 15 prompts, and it is to be done over the course of 30 days, and each prompt should only take 5 to 15 minutes. You can always take more if you're feeling those creative juices flowing, but the goal is that you set aside time for creative play and to help fuel your fun and creativity. So if you haven't seen weeks 1 or 2, then you can go to the playlist that I have linked in the cards and in the description. Also, if you didn't know, I will be using a little zine that has all of the prompts in there. You can see all the prompts for free here on YouTube, but if you want a little printed version, you can go to my website to buy this and download it for $5. It supports me as a creator, and it's just there for you to use as a tool if you want. So without further ado, let's just jump into the challenge for this week. We're doing some cool stuff, and I can't wait to get started. Week 3, prompt 9 is special interest postcard. Imagine you're out on an adventure immersed in a world of your special interests. Create a postcard that was from this world and write a letter telling a pen pal all about it. I am just going to design the postcard today, feeling a little low energy, and so that's I'm going to make these prompts a little easier for me. So just know that the purpose of this is to play and have fun. And so if you need to change the rules to make it more fun for you, then that is totally okay. So I've kind of pre-drawn this little postcard. I didn't make it perfect because the goal is to just have fun. And I'm just going to color it in today, and that is going to be what is fun for me. So my special interest, man, is Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley so much. And so I made a cute little Stardew Valley card. And I just absolutely love like how fun it is, how relaxing. I love all the drama. I love how replayable it is. I've been playing it since like 2018, and I really love it so much. It is such a fun game. All right, let's try this again. Hopefully it is not shaky, and I'm going to try to make sure my hand doesn't cover this illustration. I thought since these were small, my hand might try to cover it. I would have less control over the marker, which I do. But I'm just gonna go for it. It's not that big a deal. I'm just gonna go for it and like just finish coloring these in, and try not to cover too much as I go. Alright, I'm just gonna finish coloring this in here, do some little details with colored pencils. Since I wanted to just kind of sketch these ahead of time, I made these on these little thumbnail cards. So I'm probably just gonna put these little thumbnail cards in my journal afterwards. I like doing them on here because it's just kind of like fun, feels low pressure, and then it also limits my like time, because if I have like a big piece of paper, then I'm spending a lot of time on these, and the goal isn't to spend a bunch of time on them. The goal is to just have fun and enjoy yourself. So I sometimes struggle with perfection and adding way too many details, and then I make it just not fun for myself. So what I do, I allow myself to have my ideas, but then I try to give myself just a little, like just a small amount of space to bring them to life, because whenever I do that, then it allows me to just make cute little things like this that don't really take up a lot of time. So I think this sketch took about like a little over 5 minutes, probably like 7 or 8 minutes. Um, Especially because I just didn't erase a bunch, and I just kind of was like, I'm going to just whatever I draw. If it's a little wonky, I'm gonna accept it, because this is just for fun. It's just for my journal. I'm not doing it to like be the best artist. I'm doing it to just enjoy my time creating and playing and thinking about my special interests. I know not everybody has like technically special interests, but since I'm autistic, I do. So if you don't have like an actual special interest, just draw something you really like. But that's just fine. And there is my cute little card. I did draw a little back on it because I was gonna write a letter, but since I'm gonna glue it down, I just decided I didn't want to do that. So we got last week's. They kind of bring my stuff together with my vibe, so I'm just gonna put those on there. And then we're done with prompt 9. Prompt 10 is to draw yourself as a drink. If you were a drink, what would you be? Sparkling water, coffee, a fancy mocktail? I decided that I wanted to draw my drink as an iced coffee. So that's what we're going to work on today. I have like a little teeny tiny sketch of what I was going to do, because I wanted to pick colors here. So I am going to kind of go in. I want to do a light outline in this purple color to hide the pencil drawings. I've kind of lightly erased it, but I want the purple to shine through. And so I'm like, how can I bring that purple in? I'm trying to play with color more in my art. I don't know if you know this, but I draw a lot of food art and make prints of it. And one thing that I really love about the art that I do is how colorful it is. And I'm looking for more ways to bring that color in even more than I already do, without it like, I don't know, without just making it all just so colorful. So that's what I'm practicing here. So this is just like going to be a thumbnail version, and then I am going to make a bigger version of this later. I've been wanting to do a coffee for my food prints. I decided that this would be the perfect time to do a little thumbnail for it. And then I'll post a little photo of it on my Instagram once I get it done. So I'll probably try to finish that after this video goes live, so I probably won't be able to put it in the video itself. So if you don't see a little photo pop up after we're done, then just know that you can go to my Instagram and check out what the actual one looked like. So I'm gonna go in and go in with my Tombow dual tip markers, the brush pens, and then this side is like a little fine liner. I love these. I am obsessed with Tombow markers. Also, I would love if they would sponsor me. Just saying. Anyways, so I'm just gonna color in the coffee color here where I want it to kind of be a little patchy, so I realized I didn't do that patchy, so I'm gonna make this a little more patchy. And the reason why is I kind of want to go in with some other colors and things like that. I want to bring in kind of a like pink color up here. I am gonna go around. I want it to look like this bottom part is like a table or something like that, and then make the back part pink. So I'm not exactly sure if I want to do some kind of pattern or something back there. I thought about it, but I'm not sure. I kind of like how simple this idea is. Oh, and I forgot that I did need to color these in. There will be just like a little bit of the coffee color in the middle. So it'll be something like that, but I also kind of want to bring in like this purple color just to see what these colors look like mixed together. I kind of bring some of this bright pink color. Now we'll go back in with this darker purple and do the shadows. I think I made the shadow too thick. I wanted a space there. So in the real one, there will be a space, but that is okay because this is just for fun. I want to kind of go around this a little bit because I want some more definition. These coffees, and I think I'll want to use this, and then maybe I will bring in, I wasn't gonna bring in any blue, but maybe I will bring in some blue as well. Ooh, I do like the blue. More of a caramely brown kind of mixed in here. Yeah, I do like that. Okay. All right. I love that. Well, if you were going to be a drink, what would you be? Shout out to my Instagram. If you want to see how that ends up looking, it'll be over there at Luna Bramlett on Insta. For prompt 11 on week 3, it is color walk collection. Choose a drawing utensil in your favorite color, then go for a walk and draw everything you see in that color. If you're unable to go for a walk, you can always look around the room and draw what you see. Since I'm feeling kind of low energy, I decided, so my favorite color is purple, and I decided I was going to look around my office to find some things. And I found my little figurines, my Halloween edition. I have this cute Gengar. Anyways, I'm gonna draw Gengar and his crew. My husband ended up getting these for me for my birthday a couple years ago. I love Pokemon so much. And specifically, I'm really big into like ghost Pokemon, psychic, all of that. I'm into Halloween really big too. And so I absolutely love these. And again, we're not making these perfect. I'm just coloring them. I'll probably go around the outside too. I'm not doing it like perfectly accurate to the colors because I'm just using colors that I like. And basically, like if I was out and about on a color walk, I wouldn't have brought the exact color. I just grabbed like my favorite purple marker and I will go over it with just one color pencil. So I'm just gonna go kind of messily around kind of making him and his buddies, all the evolutions, and it just is what it is, because this is what I would have. Oops, that looks crazy. This is what I would have if I went out on a color walk. So we're not gonna go crazy because we're just having fun. All right, there we go. I have my purple color crew. We have Gengar, Ghastly, and Haunter. And I am going to put this one in the journal. Just some cute little stickies. All right, I am going to make some little cute decoration stars all over because you know that's what I do. Maybe I need to have some like brighter pinks in here. I'll go over. That's fun. The last prompt is prompt 12, and it is called Adult Money. What's something you always wanted as a kid that you could get now as an adult? Journal about it, draw it as a prize, or create a collage. I am going to draw it, and mine is a Switch. Now, whenever I was a kid, Switches were not out. But the thing is I always wanted like the new video game consoles, and we had like a Nintendo, like a 64. We had like the Super Nintendo and the regular Nintendo whenever I was really little, but we ended up not ever getting the newer consoles. So like I really wanted an Xbox and PlayStation and all of that stuff, and we never ended up getting those things. So as an adult, I love being able to buy like game consoles and games that I always wanted whenever I was a kid. And so that's kind of why I drew this. And I drew the Switch because that's like my favorite console now. I will say like I'm kind of mad at Nintendo because of some of their newer policies. I'll just use this dark brown. All right, I'm just gonna outline this, and this is what I would get. It's such a silly little drawing. I like drawing myself playing Stardew Valley with, I got a giant pumpkin. Okay, whatever. This is so silly, but it's just for fun. Okay, we're gonna put this in here. It's prompt 12, and that's that for this week. Oh, I realized you can't see this. There we go. Prompt 12. Okay. Well, how was week 3? I had so much fun. I am a little bit lower energy, so if you could feel that through the video, just know that that's what this challenge is all about, is playing through lower energy with just 5 or 15 minutes worth of time, just dedicating some time to yourself to have fun. I did have a lot of fun, and my favorite prompt was the draw yourself as a drink one. And so I would love to know what your favorite prompt was this week. And other than that, that's all for this week. Next week is the last week of the Creative Play Challenge. It is a shorter week since there's only 15 prompts, but I do have a bonus prompt to keep you going, so stay tuned next week for what's to come. I can't wait to see and hear all about how it was for you this week and how it's been over the first 3 weeks of the challenge. So let me know down in the comments below, and let's just keep chatting about this. Bye!